Hey everyone, and welcome to the official 150k subscriber Q&A video. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed that's watching this, and if you haven't subscribed, thank you as well for coming, I suppose. So yeah, it's been a pretty weird couple months, just like exploding out of nowhere, so I figured it would be time to throw it to you guys to like ask me some questions. So over on the community page, I asked for questions for this video, gathered a bunch of them, divided them into common questions and then uncommon questions. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to cover some of the more common questions right now. I don't know what game is on the screen right now. Hopefully it's something fun to watch while we talk, but yeah, hopefully if you asked a question, it's in this Q&A video. So let's cover the most common questions. Actually, wait, first of all, let's crack open a cold one. And let's start answering some questions. If you made a Friday Night Funkin' mod or a mod for a game in general, what would you do to make it interesting and unique? Do you have any plans to make your own Friday Night Funkin' mod? I don't know if you already have. Number 2, what type of vibes would the music give? I kind of have my own little side project going on. I'm kind of doing it on my on my own as a bit of a just like a fun little practice to see if I could do it on my own. I have some game dev experience, but like I've never worked in hacks and I've never worked with the Funkin' engine, so it's pretty fun. I'm not a very good artist and I'm not a very good musician, but I really like the concept. I can't really say anything without giving it away because it's kind of like a joke you've probably already heard before, but an entire mod. I guess this is kind of a hint, but the type of music it would give would be like synth pads and like industrial beats and stuff like that. The OST that I'm basing it off of is already pretty just background music for stuff that's happening in, you know, I can't give too much away, but thank you for the questions. Are you going to do any other games like Minecraft or Fortnite? Will your content stick to Friday Night Funkin' or will you branch out into different games? Why did you include this question? JK, do you think you'll do a Friday Night Funkin' playthrough or facts about other games and maybe play other games? So the fun thing about this is before Funkin', I've kind of always been a variety content type of guy. I think I'm going to go back into doing variety content, just sort of whatever I'm playing at the time. Funkin' is what popped off, so it's kind of what I've been sticking to, but I think I can manage to do Funkin' content in tandem with the content that I also want to, not verify, what's the word? When you make it more of a variety, variification? I don't know. I mean, Deltarune just came out. Let's talk about that, huh? I mean, Deltarune Chapter, you know what I mean. I have another question to ask. Which Friday Night Funkin' song is your personal favorite? What's your favorite Friday Night Funkin' song? Like in the base game, really like MILF because of the way that they like sing in tandem with each other, the way that they harmonize. Boyfriend and Mommy Nearest, it feels like an actual like intense battle. I think that's probably my favorite song. As for like mods, yeah, probably Date Week. I'm biased, all right? The Date Week songs are really good because they're the motifs from 2 different mods, so you like recognize it, you're like, oh boy. Who's your favorite Friday Night Funkin' character? Who's your favorite Friday Night Funkin' character and why? Probably, I don't know, like base game, probably Pico, because he's like from when I was a kid. So it's really weird seeing these like characters from when I was a kid, from Flash games I used to play as a kid, like their resurgence in this game. It's like really weird, and yeah, I just really like Pico. What's your favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod? What's your least favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod? So I've talked about this, but I definitely like Date Week the most. I think that it's a really, really good goodbye to like a character that we all really like, and it's really well composed, it's really well made. BB Panzer did like a really, really good job on the art. All the music is really good, and yeah, it's kind of like touching. Like you don't really often see this level of, you know, dedication to something that, you know, isn't really around anymore. And what's my least favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod? Probably the fucking one I'm working on right now because it's bugging me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I've encountered a mod that's bad, but I don't go out of my way playing bad mods. I usually play mods that people have recommended that I play. But thanks for your question, guys. What's your favorite video game? What's your top 10 favorite video games? So I can't come up with 10, but like off the top of my head, probably like Mario Sunshine. I grew up playing it. I'm really good at it. That's just always going to be like in the top 10 list. Persona 4 and 5. I think I like 4 more than 5. I'm kind of grouping them together just because they're the same genre and series. I played Hades this year. I'm so sad I slept on Hades. I think Hades might be one of like my favorite games of all time now. That game is so good. Like, go play Hades. Skyrim, obviously. Everybody loves Skyrim. Breath of the Wild, I think, is not only my favorite, like, one of my favorite games, but also my favorite Zelda, other than Twilight Princess, but that's kind of because I also grew up on Twilight Princess. How are you today? I'm doing amazing. Thank you guys for asking me how I'm doing. You guys are so nice, honestly. Like, what am I supposed to do when you guys are so nice? How do you choose the characters you talk about in your next video? So I usually just look at comments, and then people are like, you should do 10 facts about Shaggy. And I'm like, maybe I will. How about that? But most of the time, it's just because there's people commenting on what character I should do next. When I started covering mods, I got like a million recommendations. Like, I'm still, like, I make like a mental checklist. I should start physically writing them down. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Where did the name Darknebolian come from? Okay. I was like 10, 12 years old. I was booting up RuneScape for the first time, and I was like, I should make a really cool, epic username because I'm 12, right? So I wanted to own a theme park and call it Nebland, but the username Nebland was taken. So I was like, okay, if you're from Nebland, you're a Nebolian. So that's where I got the username Nebolian, and that's what I went under for a bit. And then whenever I couldn't remember my password for the Nebolian account, I would just make Darknebolian, and there it is. I think back when I made this this channel, you couldn't have repeat names, and Nebolian was a channel from when I was a kid, so Darknebolian. That's it. That's the story. What are you going to do if you run out of Friday Night Funkin' characters to talk things about? Man, I don't know. Like, I've been doing variety content this whole time. I'll just do something else. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. I'm having fun doing this. I swear, guys. But the magical thing about this is that we're really not going to run out of mod characters because there's so many amazing, talented people all working on mods at the same time. And yeah, like, I just like playing them. I like talking about them. So thanks for your question. What do you use to edit your videos? Basically, it goes, here's the whole video making process. And this is true for almost every video I make, except for this one. This one's not scripted. So go into Google Docs. In my Google Docs, I write a script. The scripting alone is one of the longest parts of video making because I want it to sound like I'm actually like talking and not reading off a script. Or I also want to sound intelligent. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm actually not that smart. So it goes, I have a script, boom, it's done. I go into Audacity, I record it using my AT2020 USB microphone, right? Just like I'm doing right now. I take that audio, I trim it down in Audacity, and then I take it over to Premiere Pro. That's where I take, the audio file and I edit all the audio first. So I go through and I put the music in and I put my audio in, I put dynamics processing on my voice so it sounds better. Trust me, it sounds way better. Here, listen to this. This is me without dynamics processing, and this is me with dynamics processing. It makes a world of difference. I used to like never do it for my videos, but like now that I have the ability to, I do it. And then like honestly, it just comes down to just cutting everything down, putting it all together, and I don't like wasting people's time. So that's why my videos are so short. That's basically the process. Thanks for your question. And the final common question is, why did you start doing YouTube? So I actually had like an ex-girlfriend make this YouTube channel for me because it was just when like Google Plus came out and I didn't understand like how to work it at all. So I was like, hey, can you do this? Can you do me a solid? So she made the channel for me, and then I kind of had it for a bit. I would make like really crappy Minecraft videos that I filmed using Camtasia Studio on like an Acer Aspire laptop that could not run it. So why did I think it could record it? And then after that, I kind of did like silly little videos, and then I had a couple friends get together and say, hey, we're gonna make you like a Let's Play channel together, and it was called To Guest Room. That's like, it's like long gone now. Then we made videos with that, and then there's some of the people from To Guest Room. We made another channel called PB and Slam, and then we made a bunch of videos for that. And like in tandem with doing like the collaborative projects with these people, I was also like refining my own video making abilities. And then from there, I went just like completely solo after like working on all my own projects. But yeah, that's basically the whole process. If things didn't pop off, I'd probably still be doing this. I didn't really choose it as a career. It just came as like an opportune moment, and I'm very, very fortunate to be able to put as much time into this and to get as much back as I do. So again, thanks guys. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the uncommon questions. These are questions that are either like way too weird to put in the FAQ, or just real chin scratchers. What would you be doing if YouTube never kicked off? What videos would you be doing if Friday Night Funkin' was never made? Probably just the same thing I always do. If you scroll back in my videos, there's like 6 years worth of content that nobody's seen past like the Funkin' stuff because they don't really care. But yeah, like YouTube's always been fun for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Even if nobody watches my videos like starting now. This is the video that killed the channel. People will be making documentaries about this video, the video that killed Darknebolian's channel. But what would I be doing if YouTube never kicked off? I'd probably go back to school for something. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know. I'm kind of a go with the flow type of guy. So we'll have to open a portal and ask me in the dimension where YouTube never kicked off. But thanks for your question. Will you do a video about Deltarune Chapter 2? Just curious.
I don't know.
Yeah, I am. Can you tell your viewers to subscribe?
Okay.
If you could be any Friday Night Funkin' character, who would you be? Do you love Friday Night Funkin'? You know what? Weirdly enough, probably boyfriend, because he gets to travel. And yeah, I do love Friday Night Funkin'. It's a fun game. How did you become popular? Funkin'. Are you good at drawing? No. Do you have any siblings? Yes. I'm the second oldest of 5. 6? Wait, let me count. Yeah, I'm the second oldest out of 6. I had to count on my fingers. What do you think about the Friday Night Funkin' dramas that happened? I'm not a drama channel, and it feels weird getting involved in like other people's spats and debacles and stuff. Like, who am I to just walk up and be like, so I heard you're leaving the community? Like, who am I to do that? But honestly, like, you get any amount of people together, there will always be drama, so I don't really care too much about it. If you could add one character from anything into a Friday Night Funkin' mod, who would it be and why? Well, I kind of already am, but I feel bad because I can't really say anything about it. It's dangerous to even be mentioning it here, because I actually have, like, almost nothing. Okay, well, what is your least favorite game, and will I be in the vid my comment? Yes, Bedrock Stone, you will be. My least favorite game is that game Vector. It was so disappointing. I spent like, this is like a 10-year-old grudge that I have against this game, but like I bought this game thinking it was a cool parkour game, and like you literally just play it by like pressing the up key, and it's like an infinite runner and you have like zero control over your character. I was so mad. They like ported over an iPhone game and then charged me $16 for it. That's like one of the earliest like videos I ever made, was talking about how Vector like is garbage. But yeah, no, Vector is definitely my least favorite game. And I've played for some pretty garbage games. Favorite tricky form? Dude, accelerant tricky, like the big fire red accelerant tricky. That's really, really cool, because he's like fire and smoke and liquid and like corporeal, and like he can like change size, and it's so cool. Like that, even when I was a kid, that was cool. Can I get a 20-piece chicken McNugget with a large Coke and a large fry? Sorry, the ice cream machine's broken. Can we get a height check? Yeah, I'm 5'11". Can you imagine? Can you imagine being 5'11"? Like, I'm not 6 foot, and I'm not like, I feel embarrassed mostly. Why are you short? Bro, pancakes or waffles? Waffles, definitely. They got like the little squares in them that like hold the syrup for you. Pancakes are good on certain occasions, but I like waffles because of the crunch. If you could be in any video game, what would it be? I mean, Pokemon would be cool. I would just like chill out with my Magmortar, and I would like never get cold because he's like he's literally on fire. But maybe Breath of the Wild. Skyrim would be cool, but I would probably just get like Fusro Dodd off a mountain. You know what? Yeah, I'll stick with Pokemon. Pokemon's my final answer. Who inspired you to make fact videos? Did You Know Gaming's a big one, because I really like Did You Know Gaming. I started making 50 fast facts because I was like, what if Did You Know Gaming had more facts in their videos and were also shorter? So that was kind of the original idea when I made like the first 50 fast facts like 6 years ago now. Maybe not specifically fact videos, but just like all the content creators that I watch now really inspire me to create. I'm not gonna say that's about it, but that's all I can think of at the top of my head. Thank you for your question. How old are you? Well, how old am I? I'm in my late 70s. If an invisible person closes their eyes, do they see through their eyelids? Okay, no. I'm sick of this argument, okay? So if a person is invisible, they're not completely transparent. They're moving light around their body so that it looks like they're not there, right? From like from a certain perspectives. So it's the complete outside layer of their body that's invisible, right? Like you don't see the food that they ate in their stomach. You might see like their clothes, right? So if they're closing their eyes, it's the inside of their skin that they're seeing. So they're closing their eyes like normal. You know what I mean? Like they don't have translucent skin. That's not the idea. The idea is that they are moving light around the outside of their body. That is their ability. That is their strength, their power. That is my final answer, and I'm sick of having this argument. Do you like any other music games? If so, what are they? I'm killer at Beat Saber. I love Beat Saber. I love Beat Saber custom songs. I love all the music packs that they've come out with lately. It's awesome. It's a great game. I also used to play a lot of Guitar Hero growing up. Do you think cereal is soup, and do you have a pet? Okay, first of all, yes, I do have a pet. A little golden retriever. She's amazing. As humans, we tend to classify things in certain groups, and you'll live your life a lot better if you stop putting things into corners. Don't put baby in the corner. If you think cereal is a soup, that's great, but you're wrong. What does DN stand for? D's. Oh yeah, my social security number, it's 445-839.
It was at that moment I realized I shouldn't give out my information on the internet.
Why don't you make a face reveal? Because my videos aren't like live action. Also, I'm like a voice actor, and I haven't cut my hair recently. Will you collab with some big Friday Night Funkin' YouTuber, Blue Stop Sign, for example? I don't know who that is, but maybe. Will you do Friday Night Funkin' 10 things that come out every day and at the end of the last day of the month? That would be so much effort. It takes like 3 days to make one of those videos. Also, maybe I could work on my motivation. Maybe that's it. But if I don't, then I'll go crazy. What's your favorite color? Red. What's your favorite food? Red. How's Tricky doing? You good back there, buddy? No, he's not actually here. Do you poop? This is a serious question. Okay. Yes. Everybody poops. Remember that 50 totally legit things about Undertale video? I remember watching that and laughing like crazy. Maybe you should upload more Undertale themed content. I like those type of videos because it's just like I can throw whatever I want at the wall and it's either it sticks or it doesn't. It doesn't matter because it's just like a stupid video. I like make dumb jokes. It's awesome. I love it. But yeah, I feel like within that spectrum of variety content, Undertale will definitely be my future. More likely Deltarune, but you know what I mean. Are you pregnant? Shh, I haven't told anybody yet. Which Friday Night Funkin' character is the most sexiest? Probably Spirit. On a scale of 1 to 10, 7 being the highest, which is your favorite color of the alphabet? If the question doesn't suit you, just answer, do you enjoy Friday Night Funkin'? Well, to answer your first question, X. And to answer your second question, yeah, it's like a fun little rhythm game and it gets better each time I play it. And I get better each time I play it. It's awesome. Like there's like a skill scale that I can see. I watch old videos that I made and I'm like, why am I not playing on a higher difficulty? Stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. No questions, but here's a bagel.
Oh, thank you. I was starving.
If you had to pick a favorite character from Deltarune, which one is your favorite and why? Well, Raul say, because he's the best boy. Which is your favorite animated web series and why? I'm waiting for episode 2 of A Fox in Space. I've been waiting so long, and every little teaser that guy releases is like so, it just has this like 80s aesthetic, like 80s cartoon aesthetic that you just can't, it's so hard to recreate, and he's pulling it off so well. Also, anything by We're the Kids is awesome. Do you have any future plans for this channel? We're gonna have casual Fridays, you can wear jeans to work, Taco Tuesdays, and Markiplier Mondays. You watch Hell of a Boss / Has-Been Hotel. Share with me your favorite characters from that show. I like the snake that's voiced by Stamper and that other guy that's voiced by Invader Zim. What's your favorite moment from Hell of a Boss / Has-Been Hotel? I don't actually watch it. I think I watched it when it came out and I was like, oh, this is really impressive considering this is like a team of internet animators that made this. This is actually really good. Yeah, probably the snake that had probably the snake. Would you reject humanity and return to monkey? I mean, that's ultimately the goal. At the end of all of this, when it's all over, I will have mad chimp energy. Favorite soup? Oh, wait, I actually do have an answer for this. Italian wedding. It's got like little meatballs in it. It's got little like inflated barley. It's got like this broth that's really good. I mean, I love Italian wedding soup. Will you always start with character name? You know him. Yeah. That actually started out as like an unintentional format. That's kind of, I was just like, I think Pico was the first character that I made it 10 things about, and that was just something that I threw at the wall, and then it kind of became like a series staple. Do you enjoy making videos? I'm assuming you do, but what series / video is your favorite? I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but I like making like the silly, dumb videos, you know, like the 50 totally real things about video games, and like the shame theory video was really funny, just because I got to poke a little fun at a pretty big YouTuber, and then yeah, it was so funny. I liked writing that video a lot and like putting it together. I think it came together really, really well. Those are my favorite types, like the videos where I'm just messing around. Will you play my mod versus Acadia? Sure, let's try this thing out. Oh man, this is bussin'. What are your thoughts on furries? I feel like we're in the stage in like internet culture where people don't really hate furries anymore. I never did. They don't do anything. They're just people like you and me. All right. Yeah, I never really understood the furry hate. Will you ever consider making a gaming channel? Well, you're not gonna believe this, Beanie. I've got a gaming channel and I just finished playing Oblivion. Well, actually, that was filmed like actually months ago, and I just never unlisted it, so or like unprivated it. Oops. And hey, I think that's all the questions. I want to thank everybody that asked questions, and I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. 150K, that's crazy. Like, I never thought that I would be here. I would have settled for like 50, and then I could have curled up and died, and that would have been like my biggest life achievement. But yeah, like I really appreciate it, and stay frosty. I don't know what to say now. Thanks for watching. Until next time.